Part 1. White Clouds. Wyvern Moon. Field of the Eagle and Lion. From on high, flocks of wyverns roar in chorus and soar the pristine skies, heading south for the winter. Fodlan's children lend their hands to winter preparations by gathering firewood and catching fish from the river's cool waters. Yet all the while, their gazes are turned skyward, drawn to the magnificent sight above.
It's finally time. The Battle of the Eagle and Lion at Gronder Field is this month. Don't tell me you forgot, Teach. You're kidding. Come on, Teach. I need you to keep it together for me. Don't lose focus when it counts. The Battle of the Eagle and Lion is one of the Academy's annual traditions. It's a huge mock battle between the three rival houses.
But you know all about rivalry battles, Professor. There was one right after you got here, remember? I hear the Battle of the Eagle and Lion will be held in Gronder Field, far away from Garreg Mach.
The house that defeats the most opponents wins. It's a three-way battle that relies heavily on strategy. Sounds exciting, doesn't it?
Hey, Claude, what about Professor Manuela? Do you think she'll be able to join us despite her injuries?
I'm afraid she's sitting this one out, as is Professor Hanneman.
As my persistent rival will not be present, it only goes to follow that I must also sit out this year's battle. Now leave me be, Claude.
Oh, don't worry about us. You know you want to see the kids in action.
If it isn't our own Professor Manuela, all things considered, you're looking well.
Thanks to all of you. But I'd only be a burden out there. My students don't need to see me collapsed. Well, not on the battlefield, anyway.
Does that mean you really won't be joining us for the battle?
Correct. We will not be participating. Regardless, do not expect victory to come easily, or at all.
Well put. We've spent the past few months pushing our students to their limits. You can see me in the infirmary after they destroy you. Oh my, look at you! If you're as confident as all that, my students will walk all over you.
We have taught our students well. There is no need to hold back. Challenge them with everything you have.
This monastery is more dangerous than I expected. It's likely that our foes have infiltrated the ranks of the teachers. And there may be others of questionable character about as well. If you ask me, there is something amiss about that old man, Tomas.
Oh.
Okay.
Hi, Professor. Want to know something? Gronder is in the territory of House Burgleys in the Empire. That's right next to my home, the region of House Varley. Oh no. What if my parents come to watch? Ah! Really? Are you sure? You wouldn't say that if you weren't completely sure, right? Sorry. Oh. Um. Why would we go all the way to Gronder Field? It's idiocy to travel that far. It may be a tradition, but it takes forever to get there and is exhausting. So pointless. I guess there's nothing to be done about it. Even by you, Professor. What? What?
Let's see. Fodlan is big. It's not as big as Elmira is, but it's still pretty big. Why do you think I would want to do that?
Professor, has Seteth told you? We're to have a fishing tournament. Given the events of the last month, I believe this is just the sort of distraction we need, staff and student alike. I'm afraid I'm not one for such festivities. I do enjoy a spot of fishing, though. I believe it best that I stick to quietly fishing by myself.
Let's see.
You know, I'm pretty good at fishing. My older brother used to take me out. Why don't you give it a try, too? Huh? I'm really flattered.
Sometimes it's nice to dangle a fishing line and let your mind wander. I'd love to spend some time lounging around by a scenic river or lake.
Holding such a frivolous and downright ridiculous event so close to the Battle of the Eagle and Lion? It's absolutely absurd. Although, they did say we could eat whatever we catch. I'm a sucker for a good meal. I just couldn't resist. No. 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 Professor.
Welcome to the Monastery Fishing Tournament. You look confused. Didn't Seteth tell you about it? Just catch whatever fish Flame requests. Show any fish you catch to Flame. I have a favor to ask.
Are you taking part as well? If you catch a fish like this, come show it to me. Whoever catches the bigger fish will be the victor.
Oh, are you whoever can catch...
Oh, so you're catch the same kind of...
Professor.
Oh, you're entering too. Then how about a little friendly competition? Let's see who can catch the biggest fish. There's no way I'll lose.
So you are joining the fishing tournament? That's great, but you don't stand a chance against me. I just caught this beauty. I bet you can't catch a bigger one of the same kind.
Welcome to you looking show and Professor.
Did you catch some? No way!
Looks like you've been doing some fishing. Wow, that's a spectacular fish.
So, you've caught something, have you? Alas, your fish is clearly grander than mine.
All right, let's see what you got. I lost? But how? I guess I underestimated you, Professor. Hey, Professor. No?
I am happy that you will have participation. We will both have catching of the same fish type and do comparisons. Show me your fish has way more size.
I'm going to catch me some mighty fish. But they haven't been biting. What shouting? Everyone told me I was too loud, so I've been using my quiet voice. I'm going to...
Will you be taking part too, Professor? I must admit I am quite excited. I cannot recall the type of fish I was hoping to dine on. So, if you do manage to catch a fish, do you mind bringing it for me to see? Oh, yes, yes, yay! Oh, this is it! This is the fish I have been pining for. I am so pleased. I shall cook it up immediately.
Thanks. I guess that's it. That was fun, wasn't it?
Do you have time for a request?
Pardon me.
Greetings, Professor. Nothing to report. Young Monica disappeared last year. I thought she had simply run along home, but it turns out she was kidnapped. I can't believe it. How awful it must have been for the poor thing. They say her personality has completely changed, but at least she seems more cheerful than before. Grateful to be alive, perhaps?
Indeed. I received a rare letter from my father recently. He said that he is praying for the Golden Deer House to emerge victorious. Insistently praying. My father attended the Officers' Academy and won a glorious victory in the Battle of the Eagle and Lion. I think he is quite proud of that, even to this day. I suppose that shows how great an honor it truly is. I received my father. I think he is...
You know, the Empire used to control all of Fodlan. But after the Civil War, the northern region split off and became the Kingdom. Later, the eastern part of the Kingdom seceded to become the Alliance. There are 3 powers today, but 1,000 years ago, we were all united as one. Even now, among the nobles of the Empire, there are some who dream of reunifying Fodlan. Oh, well.
I'm just absolutely exhausted. I swear to you, Professor, every month we're worked harder than the month before. I had imagined the Academy as a chance to possibly relax before our lives began in earnest. Agreed. That's the Church of Seros for you. What is it they say? Those with power are obliged to use it? Huh? However, I still...
Hey!
I need a favor.
After all, the ladies love nothing more than a winner. And around here, there's no bigger game. I knew you'd understand, Professor. What's up, Professor? Hey.
Flayn and Monica, was it? I'm glad they were returned safe and sound.
Ever since the tournament, the kitchen is completely overtaken with fish.
What do you say, Adel? Shall we meet up in the library later to...
Oh, hello, Professor.
Do you need something?
I'm a little busy at the moment.
Sorry, Professor. I've got a lot of questions to ask Adel here. Since I couldn't graduate last year, I really want to make sure I can do so this year.
Definitely.
The Battle of the Eagle and Lion is a free-for-all contest among the three classes. If you are victorious, the Archbishop will no doubt present you with a reward. Just what I thought you'd say.
The Battle of the Eagle and Lion is coming up soon. Feeling confident? That's the spirit. Hey there, Professor. I was thinking it might be nice to join your class. I'm not unhappy where I am, but I was just thinking that maybe if I was with you, well, I might learn even more. You're the kind of guy a gal could pay attention to, you know? Oh yeah? That's great! I'm looking forward to spending more time with you, Professor. Right. Gronder Field is in the Empire, right? I wonder how we'll get there. I thought I heard that there's no path that goes straight from the monastery to the Empire. Oh, perhaps we'll travel through Alliance territory. Yes, I see. From the east, we would go... there. Ah, yes, that must be it. Huh? Gronder, I thought... Oh.
Going all the way to the Empire for a mock battle? This is serious business. And there's a reward to be had as well. I'd really like to win this thing. Everyone else seems to be raring to go too. We're all looking to you to guide us, Teach. A lost item? A lost item? A lost item? A lost...
Excuse me, Professor. Do you think it would reflect poorly on me if I chose not to take part in the Battle of the Eagle and Lion? Well, I don't really want to leave the monastery. I'm not very confident, but I'll try my best. What's this? What's this?
Hey!
Hello. keep my voice down. Don't want people thinking I'm vying for attention. But how loud is too loud?
They won't notice if one person doesn't sing.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I was lost in thought. The Death Knight's true identity. Could it actually be Professor Yuritsa? Did you find it? Did you? Oh!
Need something? See you again soon.
I have a favor to ask.
Indeed.
I am so... Oh, that is mine. Thank you so very much. I shall take it. I am...
I'm going to... I appreciate that.
Hey, you.
What?
My savior, thank you.
Since we were little, Ingrid's always gotten this odd look in her eye when someone brings up food. That's mine. Thank you for finding it. I know nothing. Join me for some training sometime. I might like to become your student.
How are preparations for the Battle of the Eagle and Lion going? Fishing? Taking it easy, are you? The recent happenings at the monastery. There is something going on behind the scenes here. I've been commissioned to investigate as well. As I've already mentioned, this month I'm off to the kingdom. You be on your guard, okay? Perhaps I've gotten in your head too much. I won't go dying on you. I've stayed alive this long after all.
I always thought I was pretty good, you know? Then I'd go and get stabbed. Oh. But my opponent was the Death Knight, so I figure I did pretty well to only get stabbed. I wonder if it's true that he is actually Yuritsa. Whoever he is, I'm going to make him pay. It turns out that when I get stabbed, I get really mad. I'm not going to let him get the better of me again.
No. No.
I'm not going...
The glory of progress.
Greeting. I don't know if you've heard, but Flane is very special. Her blood carries a rare crest. Oh, the lengths to which she could advance my research, if only it weren't for Seteth's strict orders. He protects his sister with unusual zeal. Have you ever tried convincing Seteth of anything? I'm not sure I could convince that man the sky is blue, if he hadn't already looked up for himself. I'm not sure why you'd imagine I might own such a thing.
Well, of course. The situation last month was dire indeed. The students endured great hardship. I hope you were able to put all of that behind you, so that you may focus on this month's assignment. That is to be expected. I, too, cannot quite shake that feeling of unease. Even so, we must both strive to put that nasty business behind us. I look forward to seeing your skills on display at the Battle of the Eagle and Lion. This is not mine.
Hey, you.
I hear that you participated in the fishing tournament. I appreciate you taking the time. I'm sorry to say, I have no idea to whom this belongs.
Let's see.
Fodlan is big. I don't know who this...
Fishing was a nice change of pace, but now it's time to focus on the Battle of the Eagle and Lion.
I think that's the end of the fishing tournament.
All that's left now is to eat it.
Hey. The fishing tournament is over. I heard you did some fishing, and that Flane is happy.
The fishing tournament's over already? Guess it's time for my personal eating tournament then. Best part is, no losing.
Power prep the I've been you be on.
I think I like this, but it's been a while, so I'm not sure.
that smell. It's amazing. My fave, in fact. Do you like it too?
I like seeing a table full of my favorite dishes.
Eating delicious food really takes my worries away. Why are they having a fishing tournament now? You're not condoning this, right? Are you? What? If you've got all this free time, shouldn't you be spending it on your students? Someone lost it? Someone lost... Someone lost...
Fishing was...
Yeah, I've got this down.
I'm finding my focus.
Professor. Gotcha.
Professor.
Hey, Claude. You're looking so cute today. I have a quick favor to ask.
Wait, that's my line. You just try to get to work without slacking, okay?
Me? Look who's talking. You have no work ethic to speak of. Well, that was nothing to write home about. Maybe if Claude had put in some effort for once.
Are you really blind to your own slacking? Oh well, we'll do better next time.
This'll help keep me alive.
I did pretty well.
Ah, perfection. Oh, these tea leaves are just divine. Quite the impressive selection, if I do say so myself.
Lawrence, so this is where you are.
Hello, Cyril. Lured here by the exquisite aroma, were you?
No. I've got a thing for you. It's a letter. All right, well, don't say I didn't deliver it.
A letter for me, is it? Curious. Let's see what we have here. Alas, Professor, nothing so whimsical as that. This correspondence comes from my father. Some difficulty with Acheron, apparently. My father wishes me to return home and settle it. A young lord whose domain borders my father's. Do you know of the Great Bridge of Myrden? It is an old bridge across the Aramid River, a key crossing between Alliance and Empire territory. Acheron controls the land on the northern side. Controlling such an essential location gives him quite a bit of clout, which he is ever so eager to deploy toward the purpose of stirring up trouble. This time, he is dredging up an old border dispute that was supposed to be settled some time ago. He has even begun to dispatch military force. It is best we rout his troops before they cause any damage to the surrounding villages. To my father, Acheron is insignificant in the face of far more pressing political matters. Other houses wield far greater power and influence. Goneril, Ordelia, Edmund, and of course Regan. To make his voice heard at the Round Table conferences, my father must keep up relations with them. That is simply the way the Leicester Alliance works. It was, after all, founded with the goal of freedom from Fargus. We prize that independence highly, even if it occasionally hinders cooperation. There is often talk of mutual aid, but the truth is that each noble acts to maximize personal benefit. At the moment, the Regan dukedom is in no state to keep those conflicting motivations in check. So while the Alliance may appear to be at peace, the reality is that internal conflict is a routine matter. Of course, this leaves me precious little time to sit back and enjoy a cup of tea. Alas, I must be off. Since you're here, perhaps you would care to accompany me on this little errand? I have no fear of Acheron, but it could be valuable for you to experience these political nuances firsthand. The fate of the Alliance will someday rest upon my shoulders, so it is important to me that those I deal with understand its workings. What say you to broadening your horizons? Excellent. Let us be away at once. I shall leave the finer details of preparation in your capable hands. Far more enemies than I expected. I am glad you decided to come with us, Professor.
Oh? And here I thought Count Gloucester would be too busy to send his soldiers here. Ah, well, it doesn't matter. I'll just have to deal with you little meddlers swiftly and decisively.
That is Acheron. If we can deal with him, that ought to scare the rest of these rats off. We need not actually kill him. So long as we cut his escape off convincingly enough, that should suffice. Incidentally, take note of those drawbridges. They can only be operated from one of the banks. We may be able to use that to our advantage.
Let's get to it.
Stay focused.
I stand ready.
I'll crush them all. Is that all?
Leave it to me.
That's my cue.
Who, me?
Who, me?
Ready and willing.
I got this.
There's still a long way to go. I've got a grasp on this.
Predictable.
It could get rough.
Let's keep at it.
better to serve Lady Rhea.
I think not.
Try again.
Such power dwells within.
Who, me? I want to go home.
Ready and willing.
I got this.
Not bad. It could get rough.
I stand ready.
I'll crush them all.
Ooh, have you found something nice? Go ahead and hand it over.
Thieves, do not allow them to escape.
How vexing. I'll manage. That's my cue.
Stay focused.
Who, me? Is this power really mine?
The enemy is on the move. Do not let them through.
Well, like what you see. Hey, not bad.
Fine.
Let's get to it.
I shouldn't strain myself.
I expected as much.
Amazing.
So nice of you.
Huh. Nicely done. Let us be cautious. Impossible. Let us be cautious.
I got this.
I stand ready.
Let's get to it.
I shouldn't strain myself.
Stay focused.
Who, me?
Ready and willing.
Who, me?
I'll crush them all.
I got this.
Nobles must be strong. My...
Did the trick!
Who are you? I'd appreciate it if you could just not get in my way.
Good to go.
I think...
Wait! I lose! I give up! I surrender! Please don't kill me!
You have my thanks, Professor. Please go on ahead. I will clean up here and then report to my father. See you back at the monastery. Your assistance in this incident with Acheron has proved most essential. Consider me in your debt. Thanks to you, the Alliance was able to nip this internal conflict in the bud. He has written a pledge to my father, swearing never to cause trouble about the border again. Of course, he is hardly the type to bind himself in good faith to anything written on paper. But Acheron has many connections, both in the Alliance and in the Empire. To remove him entirely would cause more conflict. We will just have to watch him closely for now. Indeed, I do plan to eliminate him eventually, however. He is nothing but trouble. Incidentally, there was one other benefit to embarking upon this errand. Have a look at this. The magic staff Thyrsus, a relic passed down through House Gloucester for generations. It seems my father has finally recognized my ability. Apparently, he had been considering entrusting this relic to me for some time. He has had precious few opportunities to take to the field of battle personally of late. Doubtless, by giving this to me, he intends to send the message that I must work even harder. I will certainly continue to do my utmost, but I am by no means completely subservient to his will. I would not go so far as that, but my father seldom thinks beyond the immediate benefit of our house. While that is important, I prefer to consider the greater good when I make decisions. I believe that is a noble's duty. Now, for the time being, may I trust you to decide how we may best make use of Thyrsus? For the moment, I think you are in the best position to apply it to the betterment of all Fodlan. To be quite honest, I am not certain I feel ready to decide the fate of a relic on my own just yet. Do me this favor, Professor, and I will be grateful. Now to celebrate, allow me to treat you to tea.
Hey there, Professor.
Thank you very much.
Well, that was nothing to write home about.
Are you really blind to your own slacking? Oh well, we'll do better next time. Yeah, I've got...
I'm actually pretty good at this.
Whew. Time to rest.
Hey, Raphael. This scene, why is it oddly familiar?
It's almost like this stuff is drawn to me whenever I'm in town. I'm just happy I can use my muscles to help out around here.
But isn't your goal to become a knight? Running errands isn't exactly a knight's job.
I heard that proper knights always help those in need. Isn't that right?
Well, you're not wrong, but I think most people would consider that only a small part of a knight's duty. A knight's main function is to fight and defend, don't you think? That said, I'll agree that helping anyone and everyone who needs it makes you a remarkably virtuous person, which is even better.
If someone virtuous becomes a knight, they'll be a virtuous knight, right? That's about as proper as you can get.
Yes, I suppose so. I, for one, would certainly look for virtue in any knight that I recruited.
So you're saying I'm the type of knight you'd want to hire for House Regan?
Absolutely. If I somehow actually manage to become the head of my house, that is. I can't see into the future, but you have my word that I'll do all I can to help make your dream a reality. That is, if you're actually able to let somebody help you out rather than helping out the whole world by yourself.
I'm not gonna stop helping others, but you can do me all the favors you want. All this talk of being proper is making me hungry. For my first favor, why don't you bring me a snack?
Hello, Catherine. A moment of your time.
Oh, it's you. Yes?
That sword you wear upon your hip, how did you come by it, exactly?
I don't appreciate your tone. Are you implying I swiped it off someone?
Not at all. But heroes' relics are typically passed down through the bloodlines of the 10 elites. You are descended from a noble family, are you not?
That's none of your business.
Actually,
Let's say I was a nobody, with no relic, no crest. I would still be me, wouldn't I? That's not to say lineage counts for nothing. It just doesn't count as much as how you lived your life and what you live for. Or, let's say I was descended from some noble house. Would that change how you treat me?
yes, it would. To treat you differently from the common folk would only be appropriate.
You're so narrow-minded, tied down by foolish, antiquated notions.
But the nobility and the common folk are different. If the few did not have capabilities to set them apart from the many, then they would not be the few.
Wow. You really think nobles are better than everyone else, don't you?
I didn't mean to suggest...
You pay so much attention to people's lineage and status that you have no idea who they actually are. Even if I was from the prestigious house whatever, I would never associate with a blowhard like you.
What are you writing there, Hilda? Wait, let me guess. You're replying to one of your brother's letters, right?
Of course. It's a pain, but I make sure to always send him a response, otherwise he'll worry. It's much easier than when we lived together. A few letters here and there are a small price to pay for this peaceful, brother-free environment.
Well, that's a fine thing to do regardless of your reasons. As for me, it's been far too long since I've written to my parents.
Oh, I thought your father had died.
Not quite. He's still alive and kicking, as far as I know. The late Duke who died in an accident was my uncle.
I see. I do recall you mentioning that your mother was born into the Regan family. What's your father like, if you don't mind me asking?
He's quite the extravagant character. When I was a kid, he used to tie me to a horse and drag me around.
Excuse me?
In all fairness, I was quite a little brat. The horse thing sounds worse than it is. There's sort of a trick to it.
A trick I hope I never need to learn. Your mother didn't step in and make him stop?
Gods no, she'd just laugh right along with him. If my father is extravagant, my mother's more like a warrior goddess, or maybe a demon queen. This one time, she got into an argument with my combat instructor and wound up in a full-on fist fight with the guy. What's more, she won. My instructor was a mighty warrior, undefeated in 100 battles, but even he was no match for her.
Huh? But your mother is a lady of nobility.
True, but she was the kind of woman to elope with the man she loved and throw it all away. Not your average duchess at all.
Ooh, they eloped. I like that. It's so romantic. Imagine abandoning your family forever to be with the one you love. Not everyone can do that.
It's not a question of can, it's a question of will. Even someone like you who generally despises effort would pull out all the stops for something you really care about. Isn't that right?
Excuse me? I put in plenty of effort.
Hey, that was a compliment. Anyhow, I look forward to the day when something inspires you to try your absolute hardest. It will be something to behold.